Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
And I bring you ba-rum-pa-pum-pum. I have no gift to give, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum. Brum, brum, on my drum. Drum. That song's not really, it just sounds kind of weird if there's not a drum in the background. Just kind of sounds kind of culty. My bad. My bad. Welcome.
Hey, do you want a drum roll?
Yeah, do you have one?
It's bongos. I just looked at the media to see if we had a drum roll, and that was all we had.
Dude, oh man. The audio, I don't get on here and look at the audio stuff nearly enough. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I know what I'm gonna do all day today. Welcome to the
drum roll
Daily
with
Grind.
bongos.
Dude, are you kidding? Little bongo boy. I'm the little bongo boy. Oh my gosh. We're 2 minutes in and it's already crazy. Welcome to the Daily Grind. We are presented by FanDuel Sportsbook, and I am your host, Luke Hatmaker, and I've got Jared Davidson with me there. How are you, sir? Happy Thursday. It's
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
One day till Friday, which
usually
signifies the end of the work week, but we have double basketball at Dyersburg State on Saturday. So
oh really?
Yeah. So we're go. Thankfully, this is the last home game of the year, of this calendar year, not the actual season, but
nice.
Last home game of the calendar year, and then I get like 12 days off from like the 23rd to the 2nd. So
Can't be that
No.
at all.
First of working out of college.
Yeah, for real. Get that college break. Who else can't beat something?
The Suns. Oh, that.
Close.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Not gonna see the sun for a little bit.
Oh gosh. So we're just gonna touch on this briefly because this sort of happened yesterday.
The amount of information that came out in like a 3-hour span last night.
Yes.
It started out as Bobby Petrino jokes with Sherrod Moore.
Yep.
And it ended with, okay, maybe we got to take a step back and really figure out what's actually going on here. The drastic 180 that this firing took was insane.
Yep. I mean, because it sounded like he was fired because of an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. And then
apparently that had been rumored for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Exactly. That's what it's apparently that had been in the rumor mill. People had heard about it, but they couldn't report on it because there wasn't evidence for like 3 weeks.
Josh Pate put out something on his show up like 2 weeks ago or something. And he said, there's going to be one that no one expects. And that kind of tells me that that Michigan did not want this getting out. And Josh Pate replied to a tweet last night when someone asked if this is the one that people said was going to shock everybody. And he said, it is. So,
yeah, man. And then so the firing happens. And then it's like you said, within an hour and a half, he's in custody. He's been arrested by the county over for an alleged assault that seems pretty reactionary. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it seems like he loses his job. This assault happens. He gets brought into custody.
He got caught and then just kind of seems like spiraled.
Yep.
At the worst possible time. Like his wife found out about everything from what I've seen and read, and he went to his affair person's house, and like it was just a very wild. It seemed reactionary, but hopefully like his mental okay. They said he's in like protective custody and whatnot.
Jesus, I mean,
so it's like it's a story that went from, okay, like Bobby Petrino and Brian Harsin level jokes when they got fired fired and like reported for having relations with a student, not a student, like a graduate staffer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, we got to really figure out what's actually going on here because it just took a wild 180 turn of events.
Yep. And Jalen's right. You want to talk? There's crash outs and then there's crash out like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll hope. I imagine we'll find out more information as more information is revealed.
Yeah, I'd imagine that today there's going to be like since this all happened like after like 6 o'clock last night.
Yeah. Yep.
So like the news cycle and everything was done for the day. Yep. There's going to be more stuff that probably comes out today over the next couple of weeks. It's kind of crazy because that's all fans like wanting to. Oh, they've just fired Sherrod Moore. Like, let's go get him. And then they were like, let's not.
No, let's not.
Let's not. It's just it's crazy. And now, like all the fantasy rumor mills about coaching stuff on the coaching aspect side of it, people are going to go all over the place with it. I've seen people joke about Kalen DeBoer possibly going to Michigan. I was one of those that joked about it and making this whole Lane Kiffin thing even funnier. Yep. Now, 99.9999, however many nines you want to add on to that, will not happen.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's hilarious.
It's hilarious to speculate about. You know what's
not funny?
Also, not, yeah, you know what's, well, it's funny. Well, you know what wasn't funny?
It's hilariously terrifying.
It's hilariously terrifying. There you go. Because let's switch gears to the NBA Cup because the first game, we talked yesterday how Oklahoma City was, probably going to win. Didn't see a 50-point win. This was like a dismantling. And
way to put it.
It was just like, I started reading a book. I was like, well, I've seen all I need to see. The Thunder couldn't miss. They couldn't miss a shot. Grayson Allen got ejected. Everything went wrong for the Suns. Everything went right for the Thunder, as it has continued to gone right for them all season. It's scary. It's really scary. I just don't know. And the comments, shout out the comments. If you were not hanging out with us in the comments on YouTube, go over there, hang out. We can see your comments. We can put you on the screen. We can talk to you. Wayno, are OKC fans the new obnoxious Warriors fans?
To an extent, they're probably a little.
I think they might.
I don't know, and I haven't found enough OKC fans to wage that one.
I guess that's true. My biggest problem is I struggle. I at least enjoyed watching that Golden State team.
Yes,
because
they were fun to watch.
Because of the whistle SGA gets, man, sometimes I just really don't enjoy watching the team play.
Last night, his whistle wasn't even
as bad.
It wasn't even bad at all. He only took 3 free throws.
Not as bad as he normally is.
No, not as bad. He shot 11 of 15 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Chet shot 9 of 13, 4 of 4 from 3. It's just one of those games, man, where they do not miss.
No, I mean, what they were over 59% from the field, 55% from 3, 92%.
Yeah, also too, it's one of those things where watching this team, and Jalen brings up a good point. Like I like it because their head coach was with them when they sucked a few years ago. Daignault was there. It wasn't a Warrior situation where was it Mike Brown before?
No, my gosh.
It was
I know
who was
always happens. This always happens to me.
Yeah, no.
Warriors coach
yeah.
I got you.
Because like Kerr came in and kind of took over when everything was about to go really well.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, Mark Jackson. Okay. So it was Mark Jackson, and like right when the Warriors were about to take that leap, and they fired him, and then Kerr comes in and basically like, I'm not gonna say Kerr didn't do anything, but I'm saying
he inherited.
He inherited a great thing and reaped what was built and reaped the what someone else sowed, pretty much.
Yeah.
The tick gummit. No, this GM and head coach for OKC were there when it was bad, and they built this thing up. No one knew when that Paul George trade was made that SGA would become this, and that other draft picks like Chet would become this. This is the one time where a 2-year tank period actually worked.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, well, and I mean, man, I can't believe is Rusty in the comments. Rusty,
yeah,
I was gonna mention Chris Paul.
Do it.
He was on that team. He was on that Warriors team, or not that Warriors team. He was on that Thunder team with SGA, and we talk about losing culture and losing teams and losing breeds losing. I mean, you get, who's not a loser, Chris Paul, as much as loser. He doesn't lose.
As much as he is a loser in real life.
He doesn't know he's a winner on the court, and having him with this team when they were in the proverbial tank, I think was pretty helpful for them.
Yeah.
Their whole growth.
They will lose one of these guys once that second apron comes into effect, because they cannot pay all three. They cannot pay all three and keep that bench that they have as well.
Yep. It's just not going to be. And I mean, so that's the thing I've been seeing. Well, and this might be a question for another day. I mean, there have been more blowouts than non-blowouts by the Thunder this season. This one was another one, and I'm just like, are they so I mean, do you even try? I mean, that's not.
We were up by what on them?
Oh man, I forgot about that.
It's like they've had a few games where they've had to come back, but I mean, just looking at
trying to find the standings. I just want to see.
Do you know who their one loss is?
Portland.
Yeah, that's insane.
Early too.
Yeah, they started like 9-0 or something like that. Lost to Portland, and
you look at Phoenix too. I guess we should probably talk about Phoenix. Grayson Allen just put an arm in Chet's throat. It was hilarious. What was Shea's his face? Though?
Yeah, Shea's reaction was hilarious.
This is a good question from Jalen. Do you expect them to take a discount?
No,
I don't either.
Not today's NBA.
Yeah, and
not today's NBA.
Why? I mean, I don't know why you would.
Especially so that salary
they're going to
cap,
win. Yeah,
that salary cap will always increase. So max contracts will always increase. They are on path. I don't know how. If J-Dub doesn't miss any other games, I believe he's probably on path to an All-NBA. All three of them, there's a good shot for all three of them to make All-NBA.
That's going to open.
Yeah, that's going to open up that Supermax, and they're going to want to pay him. Mm-hmm. And someone else will if they don't. That's the thing.
Yep.
And and who knows, like the way J-Dub has developed, he could probably be a solid number one on some teams.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, no question. So. I completely agree with you there. And you know what? The Suns are only 3 games ahead of us now. 2 games ahead of us. We're right behind them in the play-in race.
We are very
Yep. Yeah. And this is a good point by Jalen as well. This is basically basketball heaven. OKC got this decent tax rate every game. Yeah, this is a good place to be.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, but money talks, brother. Money talks. Yeah. And I see Wayno right here. He's talking about the new Spurs. Well, there's a new Spurs currently that are the new Spurs, and they're the Spurs. I don't know what I said just made sense.
I literally said yesterday they were going to fall along with them and 3 other teams, and then they just went out and did that last night.
Yep, San Antonio Spurs. If you missed this, they beat the Lakers, and I mean, I think the last thing I said before the show was over yesterday was like the Lakers they're going to win 1 game.
Yeah,
and they did not. They did not win a game. They lost 132 to 119. And this was Stephon Castle had 30 points. I think there were 7 Spurs with double figures. I mean, this was just this Spurs without Wemby is proving to be operating on a pretty tight. And you mentioned De'Aaron Fox yesterday.
It was Stephon Castle yesterday.
Yeah. You mentioned both. I mean, like
I mentioned De'Aaron Fox in his tough shot making, but last night it was Stephon Castle.
Yep, and it's just, I mean, how did De'Aaron Fox do? I'm curious. De'Aaron Fox still had 20. Yeah, I mean, Harrison Barnes had 16, Dylan Harper 13, Keldon Johnson. I mean, like their guys showed up.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna make this comparison. When in the 22-23 season or the 21-22 season, anywhere in that stretch where the Grizzlies missed Ja Morant and we were like 17-3 without him or something like that.
Yep.
Dare I say that's what the Spurs team is doing right now? What we did when we were without Ja in that really good stretch, and we had, Tyus got his best years. A young team who's rallying without their true superstar.
It's a good comp.
That's kind of what the Spurs team is doing.
Yep.
So
good comp. I mean, it also doesn't help. I mean, when you're the Lakers and you get the only player on your bench that gives you anything,
Don't
is
say
Marcus Smart. He went 8 of 14, man. He went 8 of 14 from the field. No, he went 8 of 14 from 3. From 3, Whiskey. He attempted 14 threes and made 8 of them. Did he ever attempt 14 threes through his career in Memphis?
No.
Like, what the hell?
No way, dude.
I don't know.
Man.
I mean, this is setting us up for a pretty fun. I mean,
we are about to. Dang, I wish Wemby was healthy for this. We're
about
to get an old school, we're about to get old school Thunder Spurs here, and
man.
And people ask why have people not enjoyed watching basketball recently or in the years prior? It's because the Spurs, the Thunder, and the Knicks were not good.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, when those 3 teams are better, it's fun basketball because you get these old. The NBA is more fun. You get these old school, rivalries from the early 2010s before KD left, obviously, and when the Spurs were still the Spurs, with Duncan in them and the twilight of their career, and an emerging Kawhi.
Yeah.
Those Thunder Spurs games were fun to watch. And obviously the Grizzlies with their old school style as well, going up to battle with them. It's just fun to watch, man. And so I will definitely watch that game.
That was my favorite.
I don't care if it's blood. I'll definitely watch that game.
One of my favorite times of basketball was what you were just describing. That those
Yes.
Spurs teams, those Thunder teams with Serge, Harden, Russ, KD, and the grit and grind. I mean, that was when fell in love with basketball all over again when that was happening. God, Wemby is still when is the? I guess I should have looked this up. When does this continue? When is this weekend when these cup games happen?
I believe.
Let me look. Schedule.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Saturday. So they play Saturday. So yeah, I guess Wemby is probably not going to be ruled back in for that. If Wemby was healthy, man, this Thunder Spurs game would be crazy.
Yeah, if he was. I mean, I think he's starting basketball activity again. So I think him and Ja got hurt around the same time, and it was the same severity, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine with Ja being back probably tomorrow, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but he's giving out tickets. It's 12-12 day. He was doubtful on Monday or Sunday. He's probably coming back, but they got hurt around the same time, so I'd imagine Wemby is back. If they make the championship for the NBA Cup, he probably plays then.
He's playing. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you're right. Speaking of championships, we have one to talk about, but first we are going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we got a road to the championship that we need to talk about because I have not gotten to talk about the college football playoff bracket yet. And I want to because I got thoughts. Right after this quick break.
Would you be in favor of a G5 playoff? I mean, I know you want a seat at the table. I know that there is value right now in being the G5 champ and getting a bid to the playoff. Would you not just rather just have a expanded playoff in the G5 and have a championship you could actually compete for?
I don't know. I don't know. I've kind of always been against that, and I know the reality is that the likelihood of Memphis ever actually making a title in football is basically zero. But I don't know. There's just something that makes it feel
second rate.
Right.
Yeah. I would love to see the European soccer relegation system.
I would be all for that. If you had two separate championships and the champion or the top teams from the G5 had the opportunity the next season to play in the P4, I'd be all about it. I don't think it will ever happen, but that would be awesome.
The SEC would never agree to it.
Yeah.
Tune into the Two Buck Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
Do we think that they can win the American when we stack them up against the rest of the conference?
Yeah, but they have to give a pretty consistent effort night to night, and I'm not sure I've seen that from this team. I feel like they're putting it together slowly but surely and stacking some decent days. I think they can win the American, but it's going to require them to not be as up and down and inconsistent as they've been through the first 8.
Memphis versus the field. Are you taking the field or are you taking Memphis?
The field, for sure.
Yeah.
The field.
Well, if you asked me right now, December 9th, will Memphis win the American? I would say no. I just think they've been so inconsistent. And yes, they beat New Orleans, and yes, they beat Baylor, but
The one thing I don't think you're going to question about this team, which has been a part of the consistency thing with Penny over the years with his teams, is the effort.
Yeah,
right?
I agree with that.
This team might not be as talented as some of the other teams he's had. Effort-wise, you're going to get effort. Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind, where we are presented by several folks. You saw some of them there. You saw Trilogy Tattoo. They're awesome. They're great folks there. We also saw Grade A Pest Services, y'all. It's cold outside. It's got really chilly today. We had a couple like really nice high 40s. Now it's chilly again. Bugs, critters are coming inside. Call Grade A Pest Services. They'll get you taken care of. Also, go to Mugshots Grill and Bar. They are one of our sponsors, as well as Grind City Brewing. We love them. And we are presented by FanDuel Sportsbook, which if you want to hop over there, we will be looking over there periodically because it's time to talk about this thing you see here, the college football playoff bracket. We're going to break this sucker down a little bit because I have not gotten the opportunity to do so. And first of all, I think this is spot on. I think whether you like it or not, they did it right, unless you're Notre Dame, and then you can like it or not, and then you can do the single lamest thing that I have seen anyone do in the history of anything. Taking your ball and going home makes me so mad. This is a grown. Rudy Rudiger went to Notre Dame in the movie Rudy, and they are crapping all over this. Do you think they got this right? You do, right? Are we?
Their standards, yes. Yeah. Notre Dame should not have been in. They played a Week 10 game schedule. Yeah, they didn't. I don't know, man. It's just like one of those things. Like, if Miami ever got next to Notre Dame in the standings, it was always going to be Miami over Notre Dame.
Because they beat them.
Because they beat them. Yeah, head-to-head has to matter. And to their standards, they got it right. Your 5 highest conference champs, they got in. Duke wasn't going to get in as a 5-loss team. No. JMU and Tulane may get blown out. But guess what? All but one of the first-round matchups last year were blowouts.
Yes.
So get over that part. The thing with Notre Dame, like, I understand Bama staying in. Would have dropped them to like 10. But the committee wasn't going to punish somebody for playing in the conference championship game that was already in the field. That's why BYU did not make it in. Although they played in, they were not already in the field. I think BYU was only in the field in one of these. What Notre Dame is doing right now is piss poor.
Loser
behavior. Like, you back out of a bowl game, and I see all these Notre Dame fans be like, oh, Marcus Smart's sitting in his office, getting ready for the next season. He's trying to get ready for next season and, make everyone feel bad for what happened. That man is on a plane to Cancun right now. That man is not worried about anything. It's loser behavior. You can't just pack up and go home because things didn't go your way.
Missing out on money
every single year, a team is going to get left out that a lot of people thought should be in.
Yeah.
It happens. Not everyone gets in. We expanded it to 12 because we thought other teams should have a chance. It should have gone to 6 before 4 or before 12. It's one of those things where it's just, I don't want to say participation trophy, but it feels like that's what Notre Dame wanted. If you go all the way back to the 2011-2012 BCS season, Oklahoma State, everyone's like, oh, they should have been in the national championship. They ended up number 3, and it was a rematch of Bama LSU because of the computer. You look at what happened with Florida State. They should have gotten in. They didn't because of the quarterback situation. Mm-hmm. And there's always an argument over who should be in, who should not be in, and it's just it's everyone else sucked it up and played their bowl game, apart from the 2020 season when COVID canceled that.
Yep.
Play BYU, prove you're better than them because you were always we would beat BYU by 30. Prove it. Like, imagine some of those seniors who was probably going to play in in their last game ever. And all of a sudden, the administration above you makes the choice, no, we're not playing because we didn't get into the playoff.
They're going to be like, yeah, I was on that team that, you remember the team that didn't go to the bowl game? I was on that squad. Like, it's just sucks.
You don't see Vandy in Texas backing out of their bowl games because they didn't get in. Texas made a strong case to get in. They weren't ever going to get in, but they made a strong case to get in, like, trying to, campaign to the committee to get in. They didn't get in, but they're still going to play their bowl game. So it's just,
what Notre Dame could do to solve this? They could, and they wouldn't even have to do it. They could get an intern to log in the ChatGPT, be like, write me a letter to pick a conference and ask if I can join.
I didn't even touch on that. Like
just, they don't even have to write it themselves. They could have AI write the letter and they could send it to one of these other ADs and be like, hey, can I join your conference?
You cannot get mad at the ACC. I don't care if you're the athletic director of Notre Dame and all 24 of your other sports compete in the ACC, but for some reason you want to keep precious old little football out of a conference. I don't understand how you can get mad at the ACC for not only vouching for one of their football schools, but running, the Miami Notre Dame game where they beat you and putting out graphics saying Miami should be in, because guess what? All the results favored in Miami's favor to get in. And you cannot be mad at the ACC if you are Notre Dame's athletic director for vouching for one of their actual football playing programs and say, oh, they permanently damaged the relationship between Notre Dame and the ACC. Brother, put football in the ACC then. Like, conferences are already big enough. Your other 24 sports already play in the ACC. So suck it up. Stop playing this independent schedule where you play the lowest of low of the ACC schools and get put in the ACC where you then actually schedule a tougher schedule and get in and prove yourself. It wasn't the most dominant 10-game stretch. You beat Arkansas and a bunch of bad schools. And I saw someone use the argument of, hey, this has got to be investigated because Hunter Yurachek is the athletic director of Arkansas, and Arkansas lost big to Notre Dame, and he was a big reason kept him out. You think Hunter Yurachek cares about Arkansas athletics that much? He may be our athletic director, but he has done nothing to help us.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Then don't lose the 2 big games that you had on your schedule. You muster up another 2 points to beat A&M. Muster up another 4 points to beat Miami. The reason you're not in is because you lost your 2 tests.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, Bama lost to Florida State, but they have a win over Georgia in Georgia.
Yep.
It baffles me, man.
Yep. I mean, out of these 12 teams, I guess we should talk about briefly the 12 that are actually making. Who do you think has the best shot? Like, whose path do you like?
Dude, I love Indiana's path.
Yeah.
I love Indiana's path. If we get an Indiana-Texas Tech matchup, that will probably be one of the best games. If you look at it right now, Ohio State's path's pretty good. With the way Georgia's playing right now, their path looks really well. I would not be shocked if we got an Indiana-Georgia. So
I'm thinking about throwing all of my weight behind Tulane just to frustrate Drew.
Dude, could you imagine if Tulane walks into Oxford after getting beat by 35 this year? And
I did just find out that their mascot is Riptide the Pelican, which is sick.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think I might throw my weight behind the Oregon Duck. Quack, quack.
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 I don't know. They have a few spots this year that just kind of makes me question some things. But
the Quacks.
Yeah, the Ducks.
I'm gonna call them the Quacks.
Quacks. Hey, you do know what their mascot's name is, right?
No, what is it?
Puddles, the duck.
Oh, that's amazing. Puddles. Yeah, I'm an Oregon fan for the next couple weeks. Really quick, before we get out of here, I'm going to leave this bracket up here because it's time for our daily dose of It's a Trap. This segment is sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. It's named after Admiral Akbar. Man, Riptide Pelican versus Admiral Akbar if he was the Ole Miss mascot. Amazing.
Riptide the Pelican versus Puddles the duck.
Oh my God, that's what I want in the national championship. Can we get that? Yes, we can. All right, that's it. I wonder if I could put money on that. I digress. I'm going to give you 3 bets about the topic of my choosing from FanDuel. You got to tell me which one's a trap. Here we go. Today's topic: to make the semifinals of this bracket. I'm going to leave it up here because I find it fun to look at while I do this. So, the odds to make the college football semifinal, which is this right here. Yeah, I know what semifinal means. Okay. Which one of these is a trap? Sorry, that was more for me. Is it A, Georgia minus 310? Is it B, Oregon minus 125? Or is it C, Ole Miss plus 195?
This is just to make the semifinal, right?
Just to make the semifinal, not to advance, just to make it.
Who does Georgia would get Ole Miss? Ooh. Ole Miss was plus 195. That feels right because they would have to beat Georgia again. What did you say the other one? Indiana?
Oregon minus 120.
Oregon. Sorry, I couldn't. I mean, it's doable. And
then Georgia was minus.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what you said. Yeah. Georgia's got an easy path.
What is that easy?
Oregon would have to get through Texas Tech. Ole Miss feels right. Oregon at minus 120, 125, whatever you said, feels okay because of I don't know what will happen in that Texas Tech game, but they're favored by 24 versus JMU. Dude, you got me on this. I feel stumped. Georgia is there. I feel these numbers are decent. That Ole Miss Georgia game rematches tend to be different, and it's at a neutral site. And I said earlier this year that I thought Ole Miss would win that in a neutral site rematch, if they got to Atlanta or something. But they don't have Lane Kiffin. Give me Georgia. That's the one that I haven't spent the time on. Give me Georgia.
You got it, dude. You got it. Dude. Okay, yeah, and you knew, man, you were right on the money. So Oregon and Ole Miss, and you're good. I love watching you because I don't have their odds. Texas Tech is minus 130. So you're right. That Oregon Texas Tech, it's kind of a toss up. Ole Miss plus 125. Indiana, they've got the higher odds. They're minus 310. Georgia's just minus 260. So you were right. Yeah, and you logicked yourself into it because that Georgia Ole Miss matchup, Georgia's not as heavy of a favorite as you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, dude. And let me tell you, you might have just jumped up. You were very close to passing Rusty just outright. I got my score. Yeah, so I'll have that up for tomorrow. But man, I mean, you know what you're doing, man.
I'm coming for you, Rusty.
Coming for you, Rusty. That's gonna do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you, Trilogy Tattoo. Thank you, Grind City Brewing. Thank you, Grade A Pest Service. Thank you, Midtown Bar and Grill, or Grill and Bar. Might be. Also, thank you, comments. Appreciate everybody. Like and subscribe over on YouTube if you have not. Follow us on Twitter if you would like. Got a full slate of shows today. Probably Night Court. We got $2. We've got Sane. We've got On the Bluff with BCM. We've got a post-game bounce that'll be happening tomorrow. We've got Tigers Untapped. We got No Bluff, and that's Mondays. I'm missing one. Tigers Untapped. On the bluff. I don't know. I'm missing one. Forgive me. Yeah, we're getting old. We need to remember stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was it. Forgive me. We will be back tomorrow to preview a Grizzlies game. Grizzlies are back, thank goodness. And if we can leave you with whiskey, there's my guy. If we can leave you with anything today, y'all, anything at all, remember 2 things. Remember 1, be a little weird like whiskey. And 2, remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have great days. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.